We can use that.
My creator, judge me whole. Find me well within.
It is good that you salvaged as many Templars as you did, my dear. We will need every Templar, but they will require proper management. We also need to increase our lyrium supplies considerably. The Chantry may still have stockpiles we can use.
Cullen will look into it. He must already have a supply line.
He undoubtedly did. But it was established the breach has done more. The veil itself is broken. Before this crisis is over, you may find that Templars, flawed as they may be, are all that stand between us and chaos. I'm glad you understand. Magic is dangerous, just as fire is dangerous. Anyone who forgets this truth gets burned.
You're just spouting Chantry propaganda, Vivienne.
My dear, what a world you must... Do you know how young... A little girl has a nightmare. A teenage boy. Imagine your own childhood and people don't learn. Tell me something. You said once that you wanted to change things. What future would you build for mages?
The circle has to be restored.
That's comforting to... It's something to
Hey, look at this. Templars all around. We'll have the breach closed up in no...
It seems Blackwall knows nothing about the disappear. I am how he seems to... As for the other wardens, I suppose we will have to...
Let's talk...
Me?
Bob?
There are plenty of tales in the library. Perhaps...
What did you do?
I trained for a while. I went... She presented me with my own network of spies.
You seem to know...
I have made friends. And on occasion enemies. It's...
You have...
I had the... The world seemed much duller after that.
You seem...
I met her. I just She was... the bull. We've been friends ever since. It's not a... And that's all I'm saying about it. You know where...
Master Harriet says the new recruits will have armor ready soon. Let me know if you need anything.
The Templars will put... Any group corrupted by a demon must be watched carefully. At least they know how to...
The Templar...
Fair enough. Speaking of which...
4.
This Elder... And now again with... A being who has...
The Chantry isn't supporting us.
I told you that it was complicated. Without the Divine...
Something must be done, immediately.
Nothing will be done.
Commander Cullen said the same thing. It's an outrage. There are mages here we know are guilty of heinous crimes. You would let that pass?
Yes, as will you. We are not here to coddle the Order. You are an ally. Act like one.
How are we supposed to...
Deal with it. It never ends, evidently.
You don't need to tell me that.
I just don't know who told them I'm the one to yell at.
Is it that bad?
The Templars need to learn they have other uses than hunting mages. It's not easy for them. It is your doing, after all. You created this alliance.
I had to think on my feet, and I did what I could.
Oh. I do sound like I'm blaming you, don't I? I don't disapprove. In fact, you did well. You made a decision when it needed to be made. And here we are. I wish I could say this was my doing.
You're flattering me.
I'm not. This always happens. Nobody ever takes my meaning.
You should see your face.
I'm thinking less flattering things now. Let's hope the breach has your sense of humor.
Heard there was a big demon at this... Getting into your head. Messing around. My blade pretty much protects me.
Perhaps I can do things your blade.
I don't know. Well, technically, it's the fuller, but... Anyway, that damn thing gives me a...
Now that we've got better maps, if you like, I can show you a few tricks to get more out of it.
Of all the things in the world, I imagine it makes trusting others risky.
Without trust.
It's easy to speak well of trust when yours has never been misplaced.
Let's talk...
The Wardens.
The Blight?
There is... And the world... It's not always about just archdemons.
Where were you?
I was in for... Quietly killed my fair share of darkspawn too.
You haven't had...
It's what I... Besides, I've always been a loner.
So...
You found that... And ordered. For the last 1,000 years or so, it's been...
Let's continue.
As you...
Cole, or whatever you call himself, may have helped at Theronfall, but that doesn't mean we should trust him.
I will vouch for Cole's care.
Rather he keep... I suppose the Templars are making final preparations after what happened with the Lord Seeker.
After what I went through to...
What happened at Theron takes a strong person to walk away from that. It's good to see you well.
That's all for now.
I'm sure you have...
You took in the Templars. It's dangerous. You should prepare. It's already getting louder. I don't know. But first, you seal it. I hope it hurts less. I'll help if I can.
You helped me.
I helped. It's good to hear.
I'd like to...
They're heavy. It's hot. I want... Words just bounce off the edge.
Can you tell me?
The lyric. That's like when I listen to Varric. Some like... But the good ones remember that Major...
Can you tell me?
The red lip. They are dead and dark and done.
I'll talk to you.
I can talk with you.
I'd like to talk.
I don't... The Inquisition isn't real.
I'll talk to you later.
So, the Templars joined the Inquisition. Of course, after Kirkwall, I never thought any... The Templars should... Finding more of it really punches a hole in my red lyrium at the temple was a...
I'd like to keep hoping it's a coincidence, if you don't mind. I need to be able to...
Honestly, I think I'll give up sleeping. I've got people trying to find out where the... But that's... You just won a big victory for the Inquisition. What are you going to do to celebrate?
We can't know what's coming. Best not to get too comfortable.
I can't disagree with that. But maybe things should be calm around here for if the world's about to end...
I don't understand. Even the Templars have left the chapter.
Blessed are the righteous, the lights in the shadow, in their blood.
The Inquisition appreciates your assistance in this matter, Lady Corbin. And my miners appreciate your business. You'll have your lyrium by the end of the week. I should tell you, Ambassador, the Chantry raised some fuss when they learned about our arrangement. The Inquisition must...
I understand you were instrumental in... It is well done. And I pray this Inquisition fares better than the Chantry in its handling of magic.
You
In some ways, magic should... But it does not... Once you have sealed the breach, we shall see whether this Inquisition is true.
Farewell.
Farewell.
Heaven has been filled with...
I'll take my leave. Good day.
Who was she, Ambassador?
A merchant. I thought we should reach out to the dwarves to secure lyrium for the Inquisition's Templars. According to Lady Corbin, it raised the ire of the Chantry.
Oh.
Access to lyrium makes us rather more formidable than anticipated. We're becoming a challenge. Sadly, the remaining Grand Clerics appear to be consolidating the Chantry's power, instead of comforting the masses.
Mage circles started falling years ago. The Chantry was troubled even before the Divine's murder.
Yet many people continue to bear it great love. We will not benefit from its decline. Little but the Chantry ties Orlais, Nevarra, Ferelden, Antiva, and even Rivain to a common cause.
Has the Chantry truly promoted such peace?
Andraste's chant is familiar across kingdoms, a source of many shared customs. That is the crucial point. Common ground is the start of all negotiations.
So if everyone listens to the chant, things will be smooth as silk?
I did say commonality is merely a beginning, but it's an important one. We must learn to think beyond our own wants, to secure peace in Thedas.
How did someone so lovely and selfless go into Arlesian politics, Lady Montelier?
Well, that is, really, you give me too much credit. While you're here, I do have a question. The remaining Grand Clerics sent a missive inquiring about the events at the Temple of Sacred Ashes. They demand to know whether the Inquisition officially claims that Andraste saved you from the breach. If it were up to you, how would you reply?
Will my answer change your reply to the Chantry?
If Leliana, Cassandra, Cullen, and I could agree on our official stance, I could answer that. We should decide soon. The revered mothers don't seem to know what to make of you.
I don't know if a miracle from Andraste saved me any more than they do.
Yet as rumors your Andraste's herald grow, the Grand Clerics may not believe such a humble reply. A difficult situation, and I thank you for your answer. A good day to you. What may I do for you? Goodbye.
My creator